So received this Kojem 64-inch carrier. Came in this big box, about the size of that sofa. There are three pieces. There's one piece which is the back piece. In the middle, this is where another piece starts. This is one piece and this is another piece. These two are connected here. So this one is sliding inside this. So 1, 2, 3, and the last fourth piece. And yeah, so we inserted in these two. On this side, it was a little bit bent. It had a little bit difficulty going inside, but it's a sheet metal. If you force it a little bit stronger, you'll be able to actually get that inside. So we connected two pieces. So let me show how we connected. So we took this, inserted in that, and I kind of hit it like this, and then you can see it's all the way nicely fit on both the ends here, and then come here, and it's nicely fitted in this, so all the holes are visible. So nice tap like this. So these two pieces are done. So we're gonna do the same thing to the last piece. So move it like this. So before we joined the two pieces, I applied silicone gel. This silicone gel, it is used for kitchen purposes, for waterproofing, 100% waterproof. Looks like this, as squishy. So I applied in the internal and then fixed together, so that gel will make the two pieces waterproof. And even the screws, before applying the screw, I applied some gel and then screwed it down, so that there is another layer of gel protected between this washer and the metal, so it becomes waterproof. And yeah, so like add some gel here and then on top of the screw, and then yep. So this is 64 by 40 inch rack, and I was testing the placement on Sienna. So I first had it in this section, so that would have caused the issue with the roof thing here. So I had to move one step out back. So now when the roof thing is completely open, I still have a little bit gap. So that means I need to put one column, two column, three column, fourth column. The fourth column should be on the side rack, and this is how it looks. And the way it is seated is on the rack, not on the strip. I think this is the hard part. I think it's good. It's the same thing here. So it sits here and it sits there. I was hoping it sits on the side rack completely, but I believe this is good. Even though the support is less, you have good amount of material here compared to the here. So I think that should be okay. And this is all centered. All right, thank you. So after I have installed all the plates and everything, I'm giving a coat of Rust-Oleum farm and implement. It's a weather resistant rust preventer. So on the sides and here. So I'm still working on the first bottle, and I have gone all across the circumference. I still need to do the middle one and then flip over and do a coat. So yeah, 1 can or 2 can will probably cover. I'm not doing the best job, as you can see. Not trying to win a prize or anything, just trying to rust proof it. So I'll be doing a couple of multiple coats. So it's not the perfect finish, but it should do the job of rust prevention. So one of the weak point of these racks are the space that exists around these. I mean, these are not 100% sealed. Only the welds are joined, and then there is a space where there is a possibility of leak. I'm trying to show here. I don't know if the camera is gonna catch it, but there are water, like there's a possibility of water going through this space here, which is the same for all the cross sections. So what I'm doing is using a flex tape and then creating this V loop here so that there is no water leak possible. So this should hold. So just like a V shape, thin this flex tape right here, just taking out a slab half an inch and then wrapping it around. We'll be doing like this for all the sides on the left side as well as on the right side. So here's the hardware that came with it. I painted them, repainted them. There were some paint. These came like this, in this shape, and I ended up painting like that. Also the hardware, all of it got repainted on both the sides. So you need to put like this, and let's see here, you get in that groove and then press it. Press nicely from until it snaps like that and slaps. So it snaps nicely, which we will then put it on the top. Now this has been secured. This has been secured. So if I grab this, I'm able to shake the whole car. Yeah, it's pretty sturdy. As you can see, I can shake the whole car. So I noticed that I happened to order the 60-inch tray, the basket, and I was planning to actually get 80-inch. And you see how that could have been a problem where the clearance between the tailgate and the rack wouldn't be sufficient. So I'm glad I ordered the 60-inch length. So that's one thing. We could order wide. So this is 40-inch wide. If you want, we could have got a slightly wider one, which is okay to get. As you see, it would have still be okay. And another improvement I did notice that, so the bottom screw, you see, it's going up. If I were to disassemble and reassemble, I would put the down screw down and the nut at the bottom, so that it's like drilling down. So there's a potential for water getting that there and then sweeping there. I mean, I would have done one improvement there. but since this has been like coated with the paint, multiple layers, and there is also silicone grease, so I'm hoping there is no leak. But yeah, so that the top one is fine, where the head is on the top and the nut is at the bottom. I would have done the same thing, head on top and nut on the bottom. That would have been more water resistant. But overall, it turned out to be just fine. And I really like where the nuts, these nuts were a little bit tricky to tie down, but these actually gives a smoother finish. If these nuts would have been on the top, I mean, they could pierce the luggage. That would be highly inconvenient, but these turned out to be just fine. Yeah, these are a little bit tricky, but doable. They are nicely tight. Yeah.